This is West African Voice Network.
Hello and welcome to Newswave on West African Voice Network. I am Fatima Ibrahim. We begin the bulletin in Togo as Faure Gnassingbé set to lead the country's council after UNIR Senate victory. Togo's ruling Union for Republic, UNIR, has secured a decisive victory in the senatorial elections held on Saturday, February 15, solidifying President Faure Gnassingbé's hold on power. The win comes 10 months after the party's overwhelming success in the legislative elections, where it won 108 of 113 seats. According to the Independent National Electoral Commission, (CENI), the elections conducted by 1,527 municipal councillors and 179 regional councillors saw UNIR claim 34 out of 41 Senate seats. CENI President Dago Yabri announced that the provisional results will be submitted to the Constitutional Court for validation. Following the new constitutional reforms signed into law in May 2024, Togo has transitioned to a parliamentary system. The Senate, now composed of 61 members, includes 20 senators appointed by the Council of Ministers. With UNIR's dominance in both chambers of parliament, Faure Gnassingbé is expected to assume the role of president of the council for the next 6 years. Away from that, to Nigeria, the country announces significant drop in oil theft, boosting oil production. Nigerian authorities have recorded a major milestone in crude oil production, reaching 1.7 million barrels per day compared to 1.1 million barrels per day in 2022. The Director General of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, Mr. Komolafe, disclosed this at the Renewed Hope Global Town Hall Conference in Abuja, the nation's capital. Mr. Komolafe attributed the reduction in crude oil theft to ongoing reforms and security measures in the oil and gas sector under the current administration. He announced that oil theft has dropped to approximately 5,000 barrels per day, enabling Nigeria's oil production to rise to 1.75 million barrels per day by January 2025. The NUPRC DG forecasts that production will increase by an additional 1 million barrels per day by 2026. In a statement issued on Sunday, the head of Public Affairs and Corporate Commission, Olaide Sonola, highlighted that military and diplomatic interventions played a crucial role in achieving this progress. In the Gambia, Bakers Union suspends planned bread price hike. The Gambian Ministry of Commerce has temporarily halted the planned increase in bread prices initially proposed by the nation's Bakers Union. A statement from the ministry confirmed that talks are ongoing with the Bakers Union to review their proposal. The price hike, which would have raised the cost of a baguette from $10 to $13, was said to take effect on February 17 amid growing concerns over rising food prices. The ministry emphasized its commitment to working closely with bakeries since 2019 to address sector challenges. It reaffirmed its goal of reaching a fair solution that benefits both producers and consumers. Back to Nigeria, the country praised for advancing digital trade across Africa. The Nigerian government has been commended for its role in implementing the African Continental Free Trade Area Digital Trade Protocol, which has significantly contributed to the expansion of digital trade across Africa. Former President of Niger, Mahamadou Issoufou, praised the Tinubu-led administration during the 8th African Union Summit, acknowledging its efforts in advancing digital trade. Issoufou's commendation came during the presentation of an annual report detailing achievements under the e-commerce protocol, including the completion of 8 annexes. In January 2025, Nigeria hosted the AFCFTA Secretary General and a roundtable on trade in goods and services, bringing together top Nigerian fintech innovators. To stories beyond the sub-region, AU moves towards financial autonomy with creation of African Rating Agency. African leaders have taken a major step towards financial independence by formalizing the creation of the Continental Financial Rating Agency. This initiative aims to provide fairer economic assessment for African nations, reducing reliance on international rating agencies that many argue are biased against the continent. The decision was a key topic of discussion at the 38th African Union Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Leaders emphasized the need for Africa to have its own tools for evaluating economic performance free from external influence. Kenyan President William Ruto was amongst the strongest advocates for the new rating system. He criticized international models for unfairly penalizing African economies, stating that the current system increases the cost of borrowing and stifles economic growth. And that's all the news today on Newswave on West African Voice Network. For more news from across the region and beyond, visit wavn.org. You can also stay connected with us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at WAVN News, and on TikTok and YouTube at West African Voice Network. Many thanks for listening. My name is Fatima Ibrahim. Have a good evening.